What is going on, dopeheads? This is your dumbass leader, Dope, and you're watching The Dope Show. So get on that comic book ride journey and take a ride on that magic comic book ride, baby, because that's what we're going on. Today I'm going to do a little show and tell. And we're going to start the show out like we always do when we got questions. And on the last episode, number 102, Bizarre Brain Comics. I don't know if you know this guy, but he's got a channel on YouTube. And if you're not subscribed to Bizarre Brain, you need to subscribe to Bizarre Brain. He's a cool old dude that hangs out in his basement and tells spooky stories. Cool guy. I like watching him. Very cool voice. He likes to do a lot of narration and reading books and stuff. And he's a kooky old dude that I wish was my neighbor. So, anyway, he asked me a weird question. Something that a bizarre brain would ask. We were talking about snakes on the last episode, so I told him I didn't have no snakes. I told everybody that. So I guess this is in reference to that. But he says, do you have any spiders? My wife has over 60 spiders. Better than snakes. They don't stink. Well, hell, I didn't know a snake stunk, because I don't have a snake. But that's the first news I ever heard, that snakes stink. I didn't know if they stunk or not. And I didn't know if spiders stunk or not, because I don't have no spiders. 60 damn spiders at 8 legs apiece, 60 times 8. I don't know, what is that? 212 legs? I don't know. You do the math. That's a lot of damn spider legs. That's what I know. Creepy crawlies. I can't be having 60 spiders in my house. I don't want one spider, more or less 60 spiders. Shit. I can't sleep with 60 spiders in my house. I don't care how hot the woman is. I wouldn't kick out a hot girl for eating crackers in the bed, but I'd kick her out of the house if she's got spiders. Come on now. Come on, Bizarre Brain Comics. I know you got Bizarre Brain, but you don't need a girl with 60 spiders. Get you one with just like a little dog or something. Anyway, no, I don't have no spiders, Bizarre Brain. But anyway, on with the show. Today I thought I'd do a little show and tell and get a little controversy going. As I'm going through my books, I noticed, well, I need to show this book. Well, I need to show that book. Well, that's too weird to show. I can't tell the backstory of that. That's crazy. I can't do this. But I thought I'd show you a couple weird things today. You know, we talk about controversy a lot, and I show y'all a lot of pre-code horror and stuff that had controversy about it. But there's also newer stuff that's got controversy about it. It's got controversy about it, or should have controversy about it. That's what we're here today to find out. Does it warrant controversy? And the first thing I want to show you, I got this book right here. If you guys remember, in 2012 in Denver, Colorado, there was a mass shooting at the Dark Knight Rises theater. A dude walking around the theater dressed like the Joker. He killed 12. He injured 70. One of them that got killed was a 6-year-old little girl. It was a sad day, sad times. But what got me was not long after that, maybe a few years, DC came out with this book. The Joker with bloody clothes on and a gun in his lap, sitting in a theater. And as soon as I saw this, that's the first thing I thought about, was the Colorado shootings and the guy dressed up like the Joker in a theater. So I had to make sure I got this book. Kind of creepy, I know. But I like controversy, and I like weird shit. And I think, was it poor taste by DC to put this out? Why did they put the Joker in a theater covered in blood with a pistol in his hand? Probably shouldn't have did that. Probably after the shooting, they probably shouldn't have went that way. You know, am I making a big deal out of nothing? Am I causing controversy? Leave it in the comments. Do you think it's a big deal? Did you even notice? Did you think about it? Do you think it's bad taste that they came out with this theater with shot up seats, blood all over his clothes, big 45 Magnum in his lap or whatever that thing is? Or am I just overreacting? Leave it in the comments. Now I'm going to show you another book that they would never come out with in today's time. This book here would never come out in today's time. Nobody would let this book out. From the outside, it looks like an ordinary book. This is Weird War Tales from Vertigo. And this book is number 2 of 4. And this book came out in 1997. Remember this cover, because you might want to pick this up after I show you this. Or you might be just sickened by it and not want to see it. But anyway, this book starts out with a guy in his mama's bedroom where he lives with his mama, lifting weights, getting all in shape. He's got posters all over the wall where he's army posters, and he's got model planes on his desk. And if you can see right there, came in first place in the shooting event. So he's a pretty accurate guy. So this guy lives with his mama and likes to wear army clothes. And, gets up in the morning, walks by his mama doing some ironing, and looks like he's got his rifle with him in his bag. And first thing all regular people do in the morning is head to the range. Got to head to the range. And this guy says, what did he say? He said he had a mission he had to complete today. So there he is, leaving the range after doing some shooting. And you can see he's a pretty good shot. So, I don't know why he ain't out looking for a job to get out of his mama's house. Instead, he just wanted to go do some shooting today. And his first stop is a USA recruiter's office. He walks in the door of the recruiting office and decides to kill everybody in there. Shoots them all up. Kills everybody in the recruiting office. Good day to smell some smoke. Got smoke coming out of the guns. Got broken windows. Then he walks down the road with his gun in his hand, headed towards the hardware store. Walks in the hardware store. They tease him about, is this a stick-up? And he just starts firing in the hardware store. Killing everybody in the hardware store. Ambulance is on the way. Police department's on the way. News is on the way. Why? Because he's already killed everybody in the recruiting office. He's already killed everybody at the hardware store. So, what's left after that? Let's walk in down here at the barber shop. And while we're at the barber shop, we're just going to kill everybody at the barber shop too. So he kills everybody at the barber shop. Now the police are after him. Now everybody's after this guy and they can't find him nowhere. But he's headed home. Walks into his house where his mama's doing some cooking. And pow! Kills his mama too. Why not just kill her? He's killed everybody else in town. He shot up the hardware store. He shot up the army recruiting place. He shot up, what else did he shoot up? Shot up the barber shop. So he's shooting up everything. Just having a grand old time. And gets in his truck. Starts leaving after shooting everything up. And I ain't going to tell you how it ends, but this is the only comic I've ever seen where it's just a day in the life of a mass shooter. It goes from the very beginning when he wakes up, to going to the range and make sure he's got his shit sighted in, to going to the recruiting office where they probably wouldn't let him go in the army because he's an army wannabe guy. And he probably was a nutcase and they wouldn't let him in the army, so he killed all of them. I don't know what he had against people at the barbershop. I don't know what he had against people at the hardware store. I don't know what he had against his mama, but he killed her. So, this book here would not come out in today's time. Way too controversial. But this came out in 1997. It's Weird World Tales number 2. And a lot of times you can find them in the 50-cent bin. I found this in a 50-cent bin. But Weird World Tales number 2. And it's got an active shooter story in it, which would not fly in today's time. If you think anything about it, just leave the comments down below. It's been 9 minutes and I've showed you 2 books that are kind of... And thought I'd just throw them out there and let you check them out from a nerdy reading standpoint and showing you something different on my channel besides just old books all the time. But that's 2 newer books in my collection. One's from 96 and one's, I think, 2020 or something like that. But anyway, until the next time, leave some comments. If you like this, like it down below, subscribe down below, and I will see you again beneath a blackened sky.